Hey guys. Yes, I'm working with this damn crappy ring light that I can never get right. Huh, I think I got it right. Awesome. Hey, hope everybody's doing good. I just wanted to come on here real quick. My phone is on 34%. So we are going to do as many readings as we can with the battery percentage I have. So I don't know if I said anything on here, but my birthday was last month, and at the beginning of the month, my birthday is the last day of the month. So at the beginning of the month, I ordered these cards for a birthday present for myself. And I ended up sending it to my old house instead of my house, which I have no idea how I did that, but I did. So I paid for it and I couldn't get it. So I had to reorder it, and I finally got it today. I am so happy. I've been waiting on this deck for a couple months. So it's really cool. It's the regular Rider Waite deck, but it looks kind of burnt and like vintagey, and it feels so good. It feels like really sturdy, like wood cardstock. It's hard to explain, but it's very thick, and the backs are gorgeous. I am just so excited. I finally got these cards. I wanted to try them out and do some readings today. So, I've been having a lot of fun doing pick a card TikTok videos lately, and a lot of people seem to like them too, so I figured I'd get on here and we could do, like, I usually, you know me, I usually do way more than one card in a reading, just because one card doesn't give you that much information. I mean, it can, depending on the question, but it's a lot better if you have clarifiers with it, so, you know, you could tell a story a lot easier that way. So, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna make 3 piles of 3 cards. So, you can, you know, use your intuition, and pick which pile just speaks to you the most, and then that is what will pertain to you. Now, as usual, not everything will resonate with you, so, you know, take what does and, you know, leave the rest. No harm, no foul, you know. This isn't in a specific timeline either, so this could be now, this could be months from now. So, you know, don't worry, it's not, you know, it's most likely not gonna happen right away. As usual, I would like to reiterate that we all have free will, of course, so what the cards allows us to do is look in the future for a possible future, and once we know the warnings and the things to look for and the advice the cards are giving us, then we can change our future for the better. That's why I read cards. They're excellent tool, excellent life tool, life advice tool, if you will. So that's what we're gonna do. This is gonna be a general reading, and then if anybody watches me and has any questions, then we'll see what you guys want to know. Let me see real quick. I don't know what these buttons mean. I should probably not fuck with it. Okay. So, general readings, you guys. Let's see what we come up with. Now, these are really thick. Like, they're the same size as a normal deck, but because they are that kind of like woody kind of feel to it, it's kind of hard to shuffle. But we're going to get through it. Yeah, see? They're really thick. So, there any advice for anybody watching that the cards want to tell us for pile 1? Let's do it by each pile here. And if you do miss this live, I will post it so you guys can look over it. As usual, I like to tell my clients that to always take notes if you know are really serious about it, because I don't know about y'all, but my memory isn't that great. And if somebody's giving me a reading and they're giving me like this dump of information, I'm not going to remember it all. So it's better to write notes and kind of refer back and see if any of the advice was relevant or not. Okay. Pile 1. Remember, we're going to do 3 cards, 3 piles. And if you are just joining us or joining me, what we're doing is pick a pile instead of pick a card. I am going to make 3 piles of 3 cards, and I'm going to give you a few minutes to concentrate and see which pile resonates with you. And you're going to pick one, and then that's the advice you're going to follow. So let's see what we got. And this is, again, a general reading, not, anything specific. Just whatever pops up is what we're going to go with. Okay, we got 2 piles. And we're going to go with a 3rd pile. Let's see. Is this too close to you guys? I can't tell very well. Okay, good enough. Hey Michelle, tell the babies I said hey. Alright, so we got our 3 piles here. So, this is how we're going to do it. Let me get everything in frame here, because apparently I'm not in frame. Let's see. Okay, good enough. I will show them a lot better in a second. So, right here is the pile number 1, if you will. This is pile number 2. And this one over here in its lonely self is going to be pile number 3. So what I want you to do is concentrate, pick a pile that resonates for you, and keep that in your mind while I read through them. Now you don't have to concentrate really hard, but go with your intuition. That's what we're about on this, in this reading. Always with intention. Okay. Hope you guys got your pile that you're picking. Remember, it's 1, 2, 3. Alright, I don't know if you guys are backwards or not. It's hard to tell. So, pile number 1, if that's the one you picked, let's see what we got. Okay. I'm doing one at a time, how about that? We got King of Pentacles reversed. We got the Judgment reversed. And then we have the 7 of Cups. So immediately I feel like you are just kind of, you have a lot of options in front of you, a lot of, cups, if you will. If you see, if you can see very well, like each cup has something in it. So it's like the universe is saying, hey, here's all this stuff. Don't feel overwhelmed, wink, wink. And do your best, you know what I'm saying? So like your financial situation really isn't that great. I don't know if maybe you lost a job recently, or you know, somebody, their husband or wife or somebody like lost a big income, because King of Pentacles, you know, Pentacles is about money, finances, stuff like that. So when you have the king, you know, he's the boss man, right? So when it's reversed, it's like he's kind of fallen off his crown, or fallen off his throne, I guess you can see what I'm trying to say. So something's happened, and plus Judgment upside down, you kind of feel like maybe you're being judged unfairly. Maybe you feel like, damn, what is the universe doing to me? Like, you know, where am I supposed to go? I have all these options right here. I'm feeling super overwhelmed. I lost this this financial opportunity or income or whatever that is, and on top of that, I feel like the universe is doing this on purpose in a way. Like, maybe you feel like you have this coming, like this is your karma or something, which I personally don't believe in, to be honest. That's kind of like a whole nother conversation, karma. But I don't feel like because you did something in the past, you had it coming. You know what I'm saying? That just seems kind of shitty to me, and I don't buy into it. So I would say you do, even though this stuff happened right here, you know, the King of Pentacles in reverse, this is saying you do have options. Even though it is overwhelming at times, you know, you could go 10 different directions and have, like, you know, who knows what the outcome would be. You do have options. So it's not like you're, you know, in a stalemate to where there's, you know, nowhere to go. You have places to go. You have things that you could do to make it better. You just kind of, you gotta plan better, basically. Like, you gotta sit down, you gotta write down all of your options and do the whole pro and con thing. Wait, you know, see what's the better option, because you do have them. So that is pile number, oh sorry, I wasn't even in frame, just talking. That's pile number 1. I'm on 26%, so I'm gonna go kind of fast. Let me know if that resonates with you at all, if you picked pile number 1. Alright, we are going to pile number 2. Let's see what we got. We have the Hangman. We have 10 of Cups. And then we have 10 of Wands. So this is actually a pretty good pile. You do kind of feel like, I think you just went into a transition. Sorry. Hi. Dude, I'm so sorry. Somebody had like messaged me or something, and I meant to put resume, but apparently it just ended my live. I am so dang sorry. I hate that. I hate it. And I had an audience too, of course. Okay, so we're back. I did do pile number 1. We're doing pick a card. I did do pile number 1 already in the first video, so let's just call this part 2 of this live here, okay? I was just explaining the middle pile here, so let me explain it again. What we got, we have the 10 of Wands reversed, the Hangman, and the 10 of Cups. So, what I was about to say before I completely screwed everything up, yeah, sorry Michelle, I freaking pushed the wrong button and I ended the live, which is stupid. Anyway, so what I was about to say was, I feel like you are, whoever picked pile number 2, I feel like you are in a kind of transition period where you have had to struggle a lot. Mentally, physically, financially, what have you. And the 10 of Wands right here, reverse, is kind of like coming out of that. If you see it upright, this is about like carrying all my baggage, everything I just went through, carrying it to the next step, right? Well, you're coming out of that if that's reversed. So really any decisions you make right now is your own, finally. And the 10 of Cups is actually a really good card. You're getting to where you're in a happy place. You came out of this darkness, whatever it was. It could have been a bad relationship, it could have been a bad job, maybe you had a fight with your family, who knows. But the family aspect is really good. The 10 is like a celebration, it's family, all of the good stuff. So whatever happened recently where you've gone through a battle, it seems, really, you're moving out of that, so that's a good sign. But we do have the Hangman right here, so that kind of tells me that you're a little sensitive right now. Whatever you've been through has kind of what's the word? I want to say you're sensitive, but in a way it hardens you up a little bit, so that you're kind of like, if you just came out of a relationship, and it was a bad one or whatever, you're like, damn, I don't want to put up with that ever again, so I'm just not gonna love anymore. I'm gonna be a cold biatch, and it's fine because I won't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So let's look out with, since you're coming out of this bad time, don't hang yourself even further because of what happened to you. Don't let that affect your life in a negative way, because now it's on you. You've gotten out of the bad situation, so any kind of baggage that you're kind of bringing with it is your own doing. So this is saying, as long as you stay humble and understand why you went through that and understand the lessons that came out of it, you'll be fine. I mean, look at that. Look how happy they are. You'll be fine. So, I hope that helped. Pile 2, if you picked pile 2. Okay, so we're going to move on to pile 3 because I have a 22% left. So, and then if you guys have any questions, put them down here. And as soon as I'm done with pile 3, I'll do a free reading on here for you guys. Okay, pile 3. Whoever's watching this is like kind of gone through it for real, like something. Okay, we got 5 of Cups reversed. We have 3 of Swords. I mean, just look at that card reversed. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then we have the Chariot reversed. So, again, whoever picked this pile has gone through some shit, emotionally speaking, big time. Some heartbreak, basically. Because, I mean, this is the heartbreak. But because it's reversed, you're moving out of it. Again, you're moving away from it. Or, what I'm trying to say is, time has passed to where you're out of a bad situation. Like, if it's a bad relationship, you're out of the relationship now. Now, that doesn't mean you have moved on, because 5 of Cups right here, this is about moving on emotionally, but it's reversed. And we got the Chariot reversed. This means you're stagnant. Like, you don't know how to move on. And it's because of heartbreak. That whatever happened is just nailed you to the damn, I don't want to say the coffin, but just nailed you to the earth so that you can't move, or you're scared to move on. I don't know what it is, but something is just not letting you move on. And I think you need to figure out what that is. Because we can't get rid of this, we can't get rid of this Three of Swords completely if you know, don't walk away. I mean, in the Chariot, you know, it's about movement. It's about moving on to stability, moving on to, you know, not being stagnant. And you're just, it's like, how do I say this? It's like, for some reason, you are just, you won't let it go. You just won't let it go. Like, I understand it sucks. Trust me. I've been in bad relationships too, man. It's hard to move on, but it happened for a reason. It happened to teach you something. At least, you know. And take that and, you know, move on, man. Like, you're never gonna be happy if you hang on to this rage. That's how I feel. Like, when I read, I kind of get emotions too. I'm very empathic, and I feel like you're so mad. And I get it. Again, I get it. But you're not gonna move on. You're just not. And then what? You know? That was so great and on point exactly. Yes, definitely. It's exact. You're great. Thank you, Michelle. I hope it helps. But yeah, whoever got the third pile and the second pile, kind of, y'all need to move on. Something bad happened, yes. Somebody betrayed you, yes, I get it. You know, sadness, anger, it's all a part of it, but it comes to a point where, you know, when is it enough? When are you going to stop punishing yourself? Not only are you punishing what happened and what they did to you, you're punishing yourself, man. It's not fun living with this inside you. Trust me, it's not. It's gross. It sucks. And you deserve happiness. I mean, shit, why not? You didn't do anything wrong. Okay. That made me kind of angry. I feel like, I don't know. Like I was saying, I'm kind of really empathic, and it's just, I feel like there's so much rage. It's hindering you, and it's not fun. An example I was going to make was, you know, I've dealt with depression earlier in my life, around, you know, teenage years. And you get to a point where you get kind of numb and you can't cry anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get to the point where there's no tears coming out anymore. You've cried for days and days and days, and then, you know, and then you're like, okay, I can't cry anymore, and now what do I do? And it's time to figure out the steps forward after that. So, we got 18%. Kind of want to do another reading, but I'm not sure what to ask. Let's just do one general advice card for everybody who's watching. Let's do that. And then I will end this live. By the way, if you guys want a private reading from me, please go to excuse me, I keep hiccuping. Go to www.midnightcryptworx.com. Click on divination and book a reading. I'm not sure if my form is like glitchy or what, but if the payment doesn't go through for any reason, please email me and I'll get you taken care of. I had that happen recently to somebody, so definitely email me and I'll try to fix it. Okay. General advice. Anybody watching? One card. King of Swords, reversed. Okay. So, the cards want you to know, watch how you talk to people. Watch that tongue. Because I think sometimes we get really passionate about stuff and get really technical with our passions. Mostly when it comes with like politics and religion and like pop culture and stuff like that, we can get to a point where we get so passionate about something that we end up losing our character and really going off on somebody. Now, the King of Swords is supposed to be, you know, a very smart person that knows when to use his sword. If that makes sense, you know, it's kind of like how they teach you when you do karate, you know, don't use violence unless you have to, you know, they teach that, like, this isn't just so you can go out and fight on the streets, this is for protection, this is your last resort, right? So let's try to practice that, like, even if you need to unplug for a little bit or just not read the news or whatever, then do that. I know me, on Facebook, I had to stop reading comments on our local news station or comments about Marilyn Manson's accusations and stuff like that, just because I would get so worked up and I thought I was all in the right, you know, and you're just arguing with people and there's no end in sight. Like, they're not gonna agree with you if you're like being ugly to them, you know. So this is just saying, watch your mouth. You know, you're not the king of everything. You know, you can't do whatever the fuck you want. Even if you're behind a device or a keyboard warrior or whatever, doesn't make it okay to talk shit. And I know you're passionate, I get passionate too, but let's put that energy towards something else. Let's be smart about how we communicate. Alright? I just got my warning for my battery, so I'm going to go. Thank you all who came and watched the reading. Again, if you would like a private reading, you can go to my website. If you like my work, you're welcome to tip also. It's much, much appreciated so I can buy better equipment. And I have been practicing a lot doing readings on pets too. So if you have a pet that is kind of acting weird or possibly has health issues, I don't really read on health issues, but hey, if it's an animal, it's not to, you know, yes, it's a family member, but, you know, it's not like you're reading health issues for a human. Anyway, or if you just want to, you know, try to communicate with your pet better, I've been doing those, and that's an option on my website if you want to try that. It's only a few dollars more just because the pets, it's a little more difficult to read. They're way more, they read so different. Like, us as humans, we have a lot of baggage and emotions and, you know, what am I trying to say? Archetypes and stuff, and, animals are very straightforward. I've noticed that, especially with my pets. Like, it's, you know, it's hard to explain. Anyway, if, you have a furry friend that you want to communicate with or whatever, connect to a little more, you can choose that option. Hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bugs and kisses, and stay magical, my friends.